Good morning, Liz.
Morning, Scotty.
Time for another Liz and Scottys Poddy. That is Liz. I am Scotty. And we work on today's best country, Clear 99. We're on the radio each morning, and occasionally you'll throw together a little podcast called Liz and Scottys Poddy. So thanks for taking the time to search it out and find it. I got to tell you, I'm feeling very refreshed today. My feet feel wonderful because I am wearing these Skechers that we talked about a couple of weeks ago if you listen to the radio. We broke into quite a discussion about Skechers.
We did?
I have had more questions in the last week about Skechers than anything else.
Really?
People have been very interested. I bought them from QVC, got them yesterday, so I have them on today. And they, so far, so good. They feel very comfortable.
No aches, no pains in your feet?
No.
Okay,
No.
nice.
I'm not sure if I look like a little kid wearing them, but they do feel good. Something else kind of cool that happened this week, speaking of podcasts, we had some visitors in the studio. There was a family that won an auction item that Zimmer Communications had donated. Some school was doing a fundraiser. I think it was maybe Midway Heights Elementary, and it was kind of like a VIP tour experience type thing. And so we got to meet the winners, the Piter family. Mm-hmm. Yesterday, Mom and Dad, it was Matt and Laura, and the kids were Evan and Landon. And we just had such a wonderful visit.
We did.
And I was thinking, I was not prepared, but they were really interested in the whole podcast thing.
Oh, they were?
Yeah. So I at least wanted to say shout out to them and say hi in case they're listening. In fact, their mom sent us an email this morning with some of the pictures that we took, which were cool. And you can see those on the Clear 99 Instagram page. And Mom said they have already asked for a microphone and some editing software.
I think that's so cute.
That is... It's pretty cool. So who knows? They may be one step closer to taking our jobs. So, but it was a fun experience. It's always fun to meet you guys. We love it when, we're at the Blue Note or whatever. And something this sounds a little funny. Sometimes people are like, "Oh, I wanted to take a picture, but I was afraid to ask." Please, that's why we're there. Don't ever feel ashamed or embarrassed to ask. To say hi or to take a picture or something like that. By all means, that's why we go to these shows. The best part is getting to hang out with you guys, talk to you, find out about what you like about the station, how do you listen, and those sorts of things. So
yeah.
Now there's another opportunity to do that coming up on April the 29th. That is a week from when we're recording this, but who knows when you're listening to it. Jimmie Allen is coming to the Blue Note.
And I am so excited. This one has been on my radar since the very beginning.
Yeah, we first made the announcement. Liz just lit up.
Yes. And we got to talk to him, and he was super sweet.
Really good dude. And I don't know if you followed his career a little bit, some hardships. He was homeless. We're going to talk about some of that. But I want to say listen to his positivity because he really is. I follow him on Twitter, and he's one of those guys, he could be a life coach. He just, from time to time, there'll be just some positive message that doesn't have anything to do with his music or anything else. He's just always sharing those things. So it was really fun to get to visit again with Jimmie Allen. Good morning, Clear 99.
Good morning there. Jimmie Allen here.
Mr. Allen, how are you, sir?
Feeling good, getting old.
Getting old. How old are you?
Man, too old to count.
Yeah.
36. Be 36 this year. Good year.
Okay, so if you went back to your 26-year-old self and said, "Hey, by the way, in 10 years you're going to be starting your first headlining tour," what would your 26-year-old self have said?
What's taking so long?
You're one of those guys. Put your head down, get the work done. You knew this was going to happen. You just knew it was going to take a lot of work.
Oh yeah, I get asked that question kind of often. Like it happened last week. Someone said, "Jimmie, did you ever imagine you'd be where you are?" And I think I caught him off guard, but I said yes. I said I wasn't working to fail.
Right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wasn't putting the work in to not be successful. But, I like to kind of take my time, trying to build it right, do it right. I know there's a lot of artists that have gone out and done their first headlining tour after their first number one or second. But I wanted to wait a while because I said I don't want to do my first headlining tour before I'm ready. I want everything that I want. I want the right lights. I want a small video wall so we could do skits and, everything that I ever wanted my first tour to be. As far as production goes and what the story I want to be able to tell through music, through my dialogue with the audience, and also through the funny skits and motivational skits that I have played different parts of the show on the screen. I said I wanted to be able to tell the whole story, and I wanted to be patient. And, you know, I don't mind being patient. It took me 12 years in Nashville living here before I got a record deal before my first single came out.
So does that mean you're ready then, Jimmie?
Yeah, the tour's been it's been great. I can't wait for y'all to see it.
We're anxious to see it too, and you're coming to kind of a legendary place. The Blue Note. Were you aware of the Blue Note before you signed up to play it?
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember. I think I either opened for David Nail or Scotty or somebody at the Blue Note.
Okay.
I think either that or I went there before to do something. I can't remember exactly what, but I've never got to, you know, give the Jimmie Allen experience at the Blue Note before, no matter how weird the show might be or great. Because I'm like, two things will happen at the show. People will love it or they'll hate it. Either way, they'll talk about it.
Right. And you talk about being in Nashville for 12 years. It's always kind of comical to us because we fall into the trap, too. We're sitting here talking to you, and we've never talked to you before. So we'll say all these things like we're talking to a new artist, but you've been doing this for 12 years. You've been on the road with other people. Does that make you smile or does that make you irritated when people act like you just started this 2 weeks ago?
It doesn't really bother me, you know, because, you know, people didn't know who I was before country radio started playing me. So,
right.
But the cool thing is, you know, I only worry about what I can control. I knew I was putting the work in. They didn't know who I was. Just like, you know, when people get to the NBA and, you know, they're a rookie in the NBA, people are like, man, they're really good. Yeah, these guys were good in middle school and in high school and in college.
Right.
We're just now finding out about them. You know, so I kind of look at that as the same way. You know, I went from playing minor league ball to AAA to now I'm in the big leagues.
And now it's really cool, too, because you get to celebrate with a family of your own.
Exactly. And that makes it a heck of a lot better, for sure.
Are they coming with you on the tour at all?
Yeah, we got 2 buses out. So my band and crew's on one bus, and me, my family, and our nanny on another bus.
Okay. Oh, that'll be really fun.
Yeah, so they're, you know, before show and after show, I'm daddy duty, changing poopy diapers, and I gotta go play a show and act like this cool singer. Get right back off the stage to reality till my wife boss me around, tell me what to do. Yeah. I'm like, you're just gonna talk to me like this? Did you not hear those screams?
Yeah.
That doesn't matter. Your kid's screaming.
Exactly.
You're in good company. Garth Brooks used to talk about that. He'd come off the road and Trisha Yearwood would say, okay, superstar, take the trash out.
Exactly, man. Listen, I tell people all the time, man, we're all people, man. Music, this thing, yeah, it's cool, but it's just a job. It's just a job that's televised, a job that's portrayed and spread, you know, globally and regionally and locally. And again, it's still a job. You know, there's no difference than the artists that people see on stage than the people that humbly clean the place up when we leave. Right. You know, we're all just working hard, trying to do what we love to make the most out of this unpredictable short life as we can.
Well, man, we're looking forward to it. Again, your first headlining tour anyway at the Blue Note. First headlining show. I know we're excited, and the listeners have been excited. We've given away a bunch of tickets. And we're going to get to give away like a VIP experience. Can you give us a hint as to what's involved with the VIP?
Well, I'll tell you what. It's one, it definitely involves a meet and greet.
Okay.
But a lot of people have hit me up on social media with different questions, and you know, and I get to like really just sit and talk to them and answer questions, whether it's about music, whether it's about life. You know, so I'm bipolar. I got diagnosed with bipolar when I was 13. And one show, someone asked me, how do I cope with bipolar, because they're struggling and so we get a chance to really talk and be people. And how many are you giving away?
I think we got a pair. I think.
I tell you what, let's make it 2 pair. Hey, you got 2 more.
Okay.
Well, thanks, Jimmie.
Oh yeah, so we'll get to sit. I'll get people to ask questions, whatever they want. You know, me and my band might play a new song, or sometimes, you know, I have a new album coming out June 24th called Tulip Drive.
Right.
I named it after the street my grandma Betty lived on in Delaware. Or sometimes we'll just play a couple new songs like through the speakers off the new album before anybody else gets a chance to hear it. So kind of just depends on my mood, but we always do meet and greet. We always do the Q&A. And then we go back and forth between, do I want to play new songs on a speaker or me and my band play? Because, like, you know, sometimes I've gone to, me and my band would play, like, acoustic versions. But I'm like, why are we playing a song that we're about to play in the show in an hour anyway? That's
right.
Something completely different.
That sounds cool. Well, I'm glad we asked about it then. We got an extra pair to give away. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah. y'all should come on out. Let's hold glasses of whiskey and smell them and then sip them.
That sounds good. Jimmie Allen at the Blue Note Friday night. The tickets are on sale now. Get them while you can, because I have a feeling they're not going to be there if you wait until Friday night to buy them. So get to clear99.com and to get your tickets. Jimmie, we can't wait to meet you and hang out with you. Excited about you coming to the Blue Note and hope you have safe travels till you get here.
Thank you so much. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Everyone listening, I want to thank y'all so much for supporting country radio. And shout out to good old Columbia. Let's get it cracking.
Jimmie, thanks
Bye,
so much.
Jimmie.
We appreciate it.
Thank you.
And by the way, we will say congratulations to Amanda and to Steven. It was Steven. Sean. They were winners of those VIP passes. And just a heads up, if you would like to join us at the show, again, depending on when you're listening to this, but I just had the feeling that you will not be able to walk up Friday night and get tickets.
Yeah.
Because there's been a lot of buzz about this show, a lot of people calling, asking about it, which leads us to believe ticket sales are going really, really well. And we would love for you to go ahead and buy your tickets now instead of waiting, because they may not be there if you wait till the last minute.
Plus, they're cheaper when you get them ahead of time. So save yourself some money and just buy them now.
Sounds good. All the information is at clear99.com. Thank you so much for searching out and finding Liz and Scottys Poddy.
Yeah, it's super simple to find. All you have to do is search for Clear 99 on demand wherever you get your podcasts, whether that be Apple, Spotify, Google. We also have the Clear 99 app, which is super simple, and there's a button for the podcast, or just head to clear99.com.
It's a Clear Country Morning.
So I bought some Skechers off of QVC this weekend, and in Liz's mind, Skechers are shoes for kids.
Just kind of agree with Liz on this a little bit. Skechers are kind of a young kid shoe to me.
Okay.
But I was thinking more that you would kind of buy like a Nike or an Under Armour.
I would
brand.
pin Scotty for those type of shoe brands too.
Right. Not that I don't agree that Skechers are probably a very comfortable shoe. I have bought Skechers as an adult, but to me, male-wise, I kind of think more Under Armour or Nike brand.
So what you're saying is Nike would be more manly than wearing Skechers, is what you're trying to tell me.
A little bit.
So if I go on a date for the first time and I wear Skechers, she's going to look at my feet and make the decision instantly that the relationship is over.
Possibly.
It's a Clear Country Morning.